someone like the founders of Twitter stay relevant as a trust agent, even if they have a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar company?
You're almost looking at that tagline from the movie, right? It was sort of like, I just closed my window by mistake. What is it? You can't become super successful without you can't have a million friends without making a bunch of enemies along the way or whatever. There's a lot of ways that goes a little wrong. You know what I mean? And let's not use the movie as an example, because that's one author's opinion based on a lot of angry people's opinions of the guy. But let's say that along the way, there's a bunch of people who wanted you to go one way who didn't. I mean, think about 50 Cent, right? Curtis Jackson, the famous artist and actor. On the way up, what 50 said was that people wanted to hold him down and wanted him to be exactly who he was when he first came out, and everyone said, you're getting too big for your britches. But then here's a guy who went from being, a gang member, drug dealer type to a musician, to being somebody who had such a good percentage in vitamin water that he was allowed to start investing in all kinds of other ventures. I don't think anyone is sitting around going, gosh, I really wish you'd invest in some more ventures, 50. But I would say that along the way, of course, you can make some mistakes, and of course, you can make some enemies. And I can't judge this guy because I don't, it's not like Mark and I hang out or anything like that. But I've run into and spent some time and spoken with some really, really successful rich people, and then some people on the way up. And I found there's a bunch of people. I mean, Jack and I, my girlfriend and I, were just talking about this. There's so many people out there who don't want to share their secret sauce and who don't want to help you come up. And then there's people, like, when I talked to, here's a name drop, ready for my name drop? I just talked to Sir Richard Branson the other day. And when I talked to Richard Branson, he asked me about me. Like, so much so that I had to remember to ask him my questions for my interview because he was that kind of guy. The richer, the most successful people I've ever met in my life care about you and care about succeeding. There are examples of this that aren't true. I mean, Steve Jobs was evidently a big asshole. There's plenty of really jerk-ass people who are very rich. But I think that along the way, I mean, you can achieve wealth and success without having to be a big jerk bag about it. So I hope that answered your question. If not, at least I name dropped.